Okay, this is going to be a little bit of an impromptu recording, and when I say a little bit, I mean a lot of it. I don't want this to be very long, so I would just ask that you check out the road signs at the bottom of the screen and support the channel in any way that you deem fit. It hasn't been very long since I did my last update on the Godzilla Save the Earth Melee Monster Manual, but as you can see, I have notifications turned on for the @Godzilla STE official quote-unquote Godzilla Save the Earth Melee Twitter/X account. I always link that in the description for my Godzilla Save the Earth Melee videos, so if you don't follow them, consider doing so, because stuff like this happens. They reminded everybody to check the monster manuals frequently to catch any updates. They mentioned how there's new icons and new skins, and you can see me down there, Godzilla Brawler, @RedDragonEmp97 on Twitter. I responded to that tweet saying what changed, but this video will also document that. Please remember that Godzilla Save the Earth Melee is a fan mod passion project. I clicked on the wrong thing. Shout out to the one guy in my comment section that told me to download Godzilla Omniverse. I do plan on playing it someday, Kif. Anyway, yeah, this is a mod. This is not an official project. Toho has not officially licensed this. I just wanted to do my due diligence and cover the changes, however few there may be. And if there are any by the time that I am done editing this video, I'll probably record separate sections on different dates down the line. So, for the first time ever, we're going to briefly cover the new icons here, because as the official Twitter account for Save the Earth Melee stated in that post, a bunch of monsters had their icon images updated. And you can probably see that from this, but I'm gonna go through them and outline which ones in specific got modified. Godzilla 2000 looks like he got a new icon, or, well, technically it's Godzilla Millennium, the new Century King of the Monsters, as the manual shows. But I already checked, and you can verify this if you go in the description and look at the monster manual yourself. You'll see they haven't added any new skins to Millennium Godzilla. They just changed the icon. I know which movie still this modified image is kind of imitating. I'm pretty sure I had a really low resolution JPEG of this exact moment saved on my computer when I was a child. It may show up in some of the Writing Revisited videos, I don't know for a fact. But anyway, Showa Gigan is now up to its third primary image, first page image. See, this is why I document the changes in the monster manual, because if you go back through a lot of my old videos pertaining to the project, you'll find that old image. I feel like I've seen the picture that this is kind of trying to imitate, but I don't rightly know if I have, honestly. Megalon now has a new render/main image. Oh, I just noticed he's an honorary Vortok. For the record, if there have been any major lore changes, quote-unquote, in the monster manuals, I'm not really actively checking for those right yet. I'm not saying there are any here, I don't think there are, but I just want to point that out because if you watch my videos, there's a possibility that if you just listen and do nothing else, I may miss stuff. Space Godzilla got a new icon. Much like I said with Godzilla 2000, I'm almost positive I know which movie still/set photo this image of Space Godzilla is imitating. 2004/Final Wars/Millennium Gigan got a new icon. I'm almost positive I know. I think that's from the moment when Gigan lands in Area G, right after Godzilla kind of emerges from the Icy Tomb in the kind of quote-unquote assault on Area G during the third act of Godzilla Final Wars. I'm not saying it looks bad, but I almost want to say that I preferred the image that was there before. Kiryu also got a new image. I'm almost positive this is meant to be a reference of sorts to the moment when Kiryu kind of shoulder checks Godzilla in Godzilla Against Mechagodzilla in 2002, specifically. And I say that because I think the kind of glowing white sheen on Kiryu's skin, I think that's that moment. Destoroyah got a new icon. As far as I can tell, nothing else has changed about Destoroyah. And I know because I have suggested a Baruboroi alternate recolor/retexture for Destoroyah in this project, and it's not in there. All that's there in terms of changes this time around for Destoroyah is this icon. I want to say that the Godzilla Showa icon got changed. I don't think it got changed a whole lot. This is a reference to that moment where Godzilla kind of roars in front of the sunset in Godzilla vs. Hedorah 1971. Other than that, nothing has changed in this manual. You still cannot see that kind of mystery Jira skin that I talked about in a previous update video, so that is a little bit sus. I just wanted to talk about that briefly. Anguirus got a new icon. I'm almost positive this is imitating a frame from Destroy All Monsters from 1968. One of the kind of, I don't know if it's an establishing shot, but one of the shots that kind of shows the monsters on Monsterland / Monster Island. Then Fire Rodan got a new icon. I'm gonna be completely honest here. I do not even remember what Rodan / Fire Rodan's primary image was in the monster manual before. So to me, this is practically a horizontal change. But that's also because maybe I just don't really resonate much with Fire Rodan. Megaguirus also, much like all the other monsters that are playable in the publicly accessible builds of the Godzilla Save the Earth Melee demo, got a new icon. There have been no other changes that I know of. I just wanted to point that out. Godzilla 2014 got a brand new icon. I guess I shouldn't call him Godzilla 2014. This is the Legendary Monsterverse version of Godzilla. You can tell I'm kind of a mid-range boomer for the Godzilla franchise, because to me, Monsterverse Godzilla is Godzilla 2014. Probably will always be that way. But other than this, there have been no changes in this manual. And last but not least of the semi-boring updates, we got a new icon image, primary image for Super Mechagodzilla. Again, nothing else has changed in this manual other than that. But dear viewer, those are not the only changes that have been made in the monster manual. There are a couple things that got changed on top of that. Those things, it's late at night. Don't expect perfection from this recording session. I'm trying to be expedient about this. So, what else do we got? Well, I already covered the fact that Kiryu has a new icon, but Kiryu is the only monster that I noticed that has a quote-unquote new alternate skin / alternate texture / alternate appearance. And that would be Cyber Hot Pink, which is a recolor of the Shiryu skin directly above it, as you can see there. I will say, for some reason, it's just kind of fitting. It visually appeals to me. And I'm not particularly beholden / in love with the Shiryu alternate appearance. That's not a slight against it. I just don't really have any strong feelings about it, so yeah, but I mean, the Cyber Hot Pink is a nice addition. And I say that that's the only new skin because anyone who has followed the project through my video coverage knows that I have cataloged the new skins for this project as they have come out, and so if you follow things through this project, you probably don't consider many of these alternate skins to be quote-unquote new. If you follow through me, you've known about them for a while. Anyway, okay, so that's all the skins. It was only one, but I felt like it was necessary to cover it. You'll notice through the main quote-unquote character select screen that Baragon has gotten a new primary image, and this is simultaneously not surprising and also surprising. If you look at the alternate skin slate for Baragon, the 1965 / Showa original skin for Baragon is going to be the base and default selected skin for Baragon. But if you followed this project through my videos, you know that the 2001 skin, the image that is currently present there, used to be the main image for the Baragon Monster Manual. But as I have said in videos in the past, that image is, I believe, somewhat outdated. It was kind of blocky, but again, it was also the 2001 incarnation of Baragon, and the Godzilla Save the Earth Melee project seems to be showing deference to the Showa incarnations of these monsters where applicable. So considering that the 1965 / Showa Baragon is going to be the default for this mod, it does not particularly surprise me that they kind of pushed the blockier 2001 Baragon model back so that they could put the Baragon manual in lockstep with the other Godzilla Kaiju. And then there's one final thing, and anyone who has followed my coverage of this project on this channel, I'm just gonna let you know, it finally happened. I doubt it was my responsibility. I doubt anyone watches my videos or takes anything that I say even remotely seriously. But I am pleased to report that the Varan Monster Manual finally has a bio. For the first time in months since before I moved to this house that I bought in March of 2025, we now have lore that we can analyze. Unfortunately, I have still not watched the Varan the Unbelievable DVD that I bought a couple months ago. So, that one video where I asked the question, which am I going to do first? Watch the actual movie or read the Monster Manual bio for Godzilla Save the Earth Melee? That question has been answered. We're going to read the Monster Manual. Feel like I'm learning a lot. Varanopode. Varanopod? Someone tell me how wrong I'm mispronouncing that. I'm going to presume that this whole infant Varan hatched from a pregnant original Varan. That's probably unique lore to the Godzilla Save the Earth Melee continuity. Okay, so the one that was brought to Monsterland is this infant Varan. Man, this bio reads like a National Geographic article about the Varans of Kaiju. Z-capsule energy. Okay, that's a new thing. I do not remember reading any of that in the lore for any of the other monster manuals. We do know that... Did I just read that entire thing without changing my layout in OBS? If I did, go back, pause the video. You can read the monster manual yourself there. Or, like I said, you can check out the link in the description below. I always link the monster manual for any of my Godzilla Save the Earth Melee related video content. If any of the lore has changed substantially since the last time that I did that kind of mega long Godzilla Save the Earth Melee lore timeline video, let me know down in the comment section below. Drop a like while you're down there too. I really appreciate any and all engagement that these videos get, especially because the last minor update that I did do on Godzilla Save the Earth Melee didn't exactly get a whole lot of viewership. But I also have a playlist, so if you want to check out the total chronological list of all of the videos that I have done on this channel regarding Save the Earth Melee, I highly recommend that you check that out. I've only been recording for 25 minutes, but I think I'm just going to wrap it up. I mean, as I have said numerous times in this video and others, I just like to archive all of this stuff because this project is very important. I think we're due for a new Godzilla game, and if Toho wants to take their sweet time, I think it's worth paying attention to the only mod fan project that really scratches the itch that we want from official products, but are not getting. Also, Thanksgiving is in 2 days from when I record this video, and Black Friday deals have already kind of been unleashed on Amazon, and I bought a new TV. If Toho could see that as a sign to kind of get the Godzilla video game engine churning a little bit faster, I would appreciate it. Anyways, that's about it. Like I said, please follow the guidance of the road signs at the bottom of the screen, and wish me luck as I try to build a content buffer into the finish of calendar year 2025. I really have been struggling to find the motivation to record the last couple videos for calendar year 2025. This is going to be a bonus video, quote unquote, on top of all of that, so I have a lot on my plate. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video and took it easy while you did so, and until next time guys, I will catch you on the flip side.
You can't keep getting away with it! You can't keep getting away with it!